As you may have seen in my previous video, I bought the Slingshot Apollo 60 wing. Now that I've had a few sessions on it and I've put it through its paces, I figured I'd share my thoughts. So here's a little context on me so you can figure out if any of this information will translate to your situation. I've been twin tipping and surfing for about 7 years, I've been learning to foil for the last 2 years, and I'm just over 200 pounds. My foiling level I'd say is kind of beginner intermediate. I'm at the point where I can do heel side to toe side carves and back very confidently, but I'm not really doing any foot switches or tricks. In terms of the foil wings that I'm comparing it to, it's primarily the Manta 76 or the Slingshot Infinity 76. They're both the same wing. This is a big, stable surf wing that's really good for learning, and it actually has surprising speed for its size. Through my entire learning journey, I also rode the Liquid Force Impulse, the Shin P, and the North Speedster, but none of them compared to the Slingshot wings in terms of stability. Now for some details on the wing. In terms of surface area, it's 1,120 square centimeters, the aspect ratio is 3.3, and the wingspan is about 609. So of these 3 wings, it's really the smallest in kind of all aspects. All I really knew coming into it is the Apollo 60 is a smaller version of the Moses 633, which is a super famous kite wing, known for its kind of being the perfect blend right in the middle of speed, high lift, stability, kind of the do-it-all wing. Let's get into the review, starting with the pros. First, right out of the gates, you notice this wing is a lot faster and it's a lot more fun. Next, you'll notice it carves much sharper. I think it's because of its narrow wingspan, and it's more fun for keeping speed through transitions. The huge pro is it does all of these things with surprisingly little compromise on the stability compared to the much bigger wings. It takes a little more speed to get up, but it's basically just as stable. The first time I went out on this, I had to power stroke a few extra times to dial it in, but basically I got up and riding in that first session and had it dialed in within the second and third sessions. Next advantage is that it's a lighter wing. You don't notice it while you're riding, but you do notice it if your kite falls out of the sky and you have a long walk home on the beach. You definitely feel the difference in your arms and shoulders. Next pro is how it handles accidentally breaching the water or cavitating. With the Infinity 76, I felt that it lost a lot of its stability and I'd usually wipe out. With this wing, when I accidentally came up above the water, I could typically recover and keep on riding. Last pro is the smaller wingspan. With the much bigger wings, I couldn't actually leave the foil fully assembled and just slip it into the car when I was heading out to a spot or coming back. This one I can put the whole foil right into my car and it just really saves me a lot of time. Now let's get into the cons, and there's really only one. This foil needs more power to get going. So when I was water starting, it just took more power to get up, and then it took a little bit more power to stay up as I was riding. You notice this at first, and then as you get into your second and third and fourth session on it, it tends to go away, so I think you get more efficient as you get used to it. So that's my take on the Apollo 60. It's really a well-rounded wing. It's perfect for heavier riders that want to progress, and it still has really good speed and tight carving. As you can tell, I'm a huge fan of the much bigger wings. I think it's just a better way and an easier way to progress in your foiling. In terms of recommendations, if you're completely new to foiling and you're over 190 or 200 pounds, I'd say go straight for the Infinity 76. Don't buy anything else. That's the big surf wing. If you're already riding a little bit and comfortable and you're a little bit on the lighter side, I'd say you could probably just jump straight to the Apollo 60. It's a super fun wing and you'll have some room for growth on it. Last, if you're riding the Spacegate 65 and you want something to progress into, the Apollo 60 is a good first step in terms of moving to a more advanced wing without being a completely speed-focused wing like the Infinity 65 or the Time Warp. Hopefully those of you thinking about the Slingshot Hoverglide system found that useful. Smash the subscribe button, give me a thumbs up, and if you've got any questions, throw them in the comments down below.